Hey folks, June 20th, 2026, and we're shooting again. I already shot a fig video today and posted it, but I wanted to do some more planting because I have more strawberry beds cleared off and we're gonna do black-eyed peas. Let me show you what we're working with. Still need to clear this bed. Cleared this bed yesterday, and it's time to get some plants in it because, as you can see, we've got pretty good germination going on here. And now this is all saved seed, different varieties. I think these first two are pink-eye purple hull. This is a combination of pink-eye purple hull and Mississippi silver. I'll be able to obviously tell the pod difference when the time comes when they're fruiting, because one's gonna be purple and one's not. I think this one is probably another combination. Oh, now I cannot remember. Guess it still doesn't matter for all intents and purposes. And then I know this one is Pigot, and this one is going to be Pigot that we're going to do today. These are my seeds, and in prepping up wood chips for this pathway, compost for this bed. I'll need one more tub, or just shy of one tub, and I'll need 2 more buckets because I'm finding out that each pathway is 4 buckets and each bed is about 2 tubs worth. Now what I'm going to do today is we're going to drill 2 lines down and we're going to go ahead and sprinkle our seeds. I say sprinkle, I'm going to place them relatively consistently. I'm going to guess probably 2 to 4 inches apart, give or take. I'm not going to do any thinning after they come out of the, after they germinate, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill the lines, put the seeds in, cover them with the material that's there. I'm not going to water them yet. I'm going to put about a ½ inch of compost on top of that. And then I'm still not going to water today. I know that's a bit, sketchy, but it's too hot right now to throw water on there and not have it evaporate off. What I'm going to do is come out here tomorrow morning around 6:30 and throw probably 4 to 6 gallons down each of the 2 rows that I have. And at that time of day, it should be cool enough to where the water's not going to burn off. It can penetrate through. And that's what I've done over here as well. So I'm not concerned about the fact that it's not going to get watered tonight. They're going to be absolutely fine, just kind of hanging out in there. Now, a big thanks to Don over at Paws Garden Journal for last year kind of invigorating me to get my black-eyed pea game going. The year prior to that, I tried growing them and kind of phoned in the experience. But last year I watched him, taught me a few things, executed last year, kind of following a bit of what he was working on. Just kind of changing my approach in the harvesting and shelling process, and had a much better experience. So with that, I now feel better about the experience I'm going to have this year. And as far as crops go, here in the South, black-eyed peas they're damn near bulletproof. And what I mean by that is, once they get going, they don't care how hot it is, and assuming they don't get so dried out, they're pretty drought tolerant. Plus, whether or not it's going to really improve your soil is debatable, only from the standpoint that I've read that legumes can be nitrogen fixing, assuming that they don't actually grow out and pod out excessively. So if they grow with fruit and pod and dry, I've read that there's a good chance that the nitrogen fixing kind of concept doesn't necessarily play out the way gardeners want it to. I think it's more if you grow a legume and you terminate it, i.e. cut it down, before it starts actually taking too much energy out of the soil and its own roots from a potting and flowering standpoint, that's when you get more of the benefit. I don't know this for a fact, it's just something I've read, and something to consider for anybody who's trying to nitrogen fix their soil. You may want to look into how realistic it is to finish a legume and still get the benefit of nitrogen. That's all I can say about this, because I don't know it for a fact, but I thought I'd put that across. So yeah, with that, let's go ahead and get these things all set up and planted in, and then we can call probably black-eyed pea planting 2026 done, because I think this seed that I have left is all I've got. I know the seed's all I've got. I don't think it's going to go much further past this bed. Let's go. For my money in the garden, there is little prettier than a freshly mulched bed. Except perhaps a bed that has a bunch of plants in it that are healthy. That's nice too. Hey folks, it's June 30th, 2026. I'm a little late coming back out here for the black-eyed peas, only because we did get good germination. I hit them with water a number of times, then we actually had some rain. And in a minute, I'll show you where we stand. And here, folks, is our bed 10 days later. I believe it was June 20th we sowed these. Today is June 30th, and I am really pleased with the germination we've got. It's a little sparse here in the back for whatever reason. I could probably hit this with some more water, but really, we don't have too many gaps there. And if you look now at what we've got what appears to be, if I'm not mistaken, based upon where my T-posts are, because my T-posts are 10 feet apart. So if we call that almost at that T-post, there's 10 feet, halfway down this one for another 5 feet. So 25 feet, give or take. And I think the beds are probably about 20 feet long. So that's 500 square feet. 500 square feet, we've got all 6 beds really, really well represented for germination. I'm really thrilled with that. That's all home safe seed. We got 3 different varieties in here. And I have no idea what I'm going to pull out of this bed long term. But it's really just to kind of get an idea of, on a scale of this, which is a good portion of my garden, but not an overwhelming, can I actually pull a reasonable quantity of legumes from this area? So yeah, we're up and running now with black-eyed peas. I'm excited, got plenty of them in the garden. I think we're gonna pull out quite a number of servings, quite a number of meals, and they're gonna go great with the sweet potatoes and the potatoes that I still have in storage when they start coming out of the ground in 60 days, plus mix that with some mixed veg, and we're gonna have some good meals. So if you like what you saw today, please feel free to give the video a thumbs up, share it with your friends. If you have any comments, please feel free to post below. And until next time, take care.